Problem that I have is trying to figure out the page, how to handle the page. We actually came yesterday. Okay, what have I done here? Okay, let me get that back. There we go. Came down to a little place down in the corner of the Ziva Zohar. So trying to figure out different ways to how to handle this page because there's so much. We're at the phrase at the very bottom of the left-hand column. So he says that this is from the Zohar Chodesh in Yisro. And he writes like this. He says, when he appears, when he comes out, B'sof Galusa Basra, at the end of the final Galus. The Itmar Bey that it says in regards to this person, this Mashiach, Hein Od Hayom Godo, that the Lord, I'm not sure exactly what that means. Hein Od Hayom Godo, the day is still great. In other words, there's a future. I think that's what it means. Below Yachlo Od Hatzenu Hatzfino, so we're not going to be able furthermore to hide. V'tikach lo tevis goma, and then he's to hide him. He's talking about Moshe Rabbeinu. But once again, there's a big day. It's a big day. You're not able to hide him anymore. It's just like you have to put him in this tevis goma. Kagav the Aron, the Sefer Torah, and it's very similar to the Aron that holds the Sefer Torah. He says now he's talking about a treasure that's hidden inside of something. So I guess he means this Torah, that Aron, is going to be the place where it hides. B'dar Basra, and then it goes into the final door. Uba is Tamer, and in that Aron, let's say, I don't know what Aron means. It's hidden. Kagavda the Noach B'teva. So all of these things he's saying is going similar to the same idea. It's been hidden. It's in there all the time. But it's been hidden. And it's hidden in the same way as Noach, who rode upon the water, the Hamavoar of Azal al Maya. Hachi Azal B'bein Arev Rav, and look at what he says here. This man, I'm going to use the word sail. It doesn't say sail, but he says, Hachi hu Azal, he goes, he sails between the Arev Rav. He's in the midst of the Arev Rav. The Inu Mayim Hazidoinim. What is the Arev Rav? It's a brutal, let's say, water. It's difficult waters, the waters of destruction. Now, look at us today, look at the Jewish people today, and you see the tremendous power of the Arev Rav. And we'll see what happens. He says that hidden in the midst of this, like the Sefer Torah in Aron, or like Noach in the Ark, like that. Now, there was another little one here, but I don't know exactly what happened. At the very bottom of the Biuria Zohar, I think. Let me see if I can get this focused. And we have how much time? It's a little bit of time. Because of B'shas Ratzon, at the very bottom, you write like this. Like I say, I'm having a little trouble getting all of this together. There's so much in different places. So he said, because of B'shas Ratzon, Sha'afal Pi Shelo Yisaking, that even though it's very unlikely, Shachadoras Amucharim Yoser Mu'ulim Minakodmim, that our generation, or the generations that are coming now, are going to be on a higher level somehow than what came before us. Kamosha Hukichua Gemara, the Gemara tells us this in Masechtas Yoma. What's it say? Let me see if this is what is this? This is the Biuria Zohar. He says that idea is only B'klalas Hador. It's only when you look at the door itself. We have 80% of the Jewish people. I see, like you go to a place like Passaic and you see all that Yiddishkeit there, just fantastic. On the other hand, you go to St. Louis, so you read my St. Louis Jewish Light, and you see how reform has infiltrated our people to such a tremendous extent. And that group of people, the Gentilized Jews, are out there in mass. Not the beklalos adoros, that we're on a lower level. But individuals say like this, Rabbi Biton, others, or us, where there's zocha to read it. Yisaken shehia achshur, they will be, he has a phrase, achshur dari. They will make it possible for the generation to become kosher again, or to straighten us out. And those people will be on the very end, the very, very end, before those who came before. So the old cause of Sheyesh sort of Begila Yisod Torah, there's also this idea. Bedora Aron. So that now we're trying to publicize. As Rabbi Memran was saying, this is the time. Because from this chus is Galach Melech Hamoshiach Hamavoar L'Holon, because in this chus of learning this, I've read it in the Gaon also, that by learning Zohar, by learning the depths of the Pnimius of Torah, you're going to be involved in the process of the revelation of the Melech Hamoshiach Hamavoar L'Holon. He's going to talk about that in number Kaf Gimel. I'm still working on my numbers here. And then he says, Arev Zohar. So he's because of Shekavar, Kamadoras Niktasul Beklalos Dora the Malchum Mashiach. You should understand that in the last, who knows, bit of time, that we have been in the time of the Ikvus of the Melech Mashiach. He calls it the Dora the Malchum Mashiach. That started already. Ela Shelo Zekinu Afal Pi Shekavar Huzamano, that even so, the time is already here for the revelation, but we're not meritorious of it. So his implication is that by learning Sod, that what you're doing is you're opening up the door, so to speak, of the Aron, which he talked about earlier, to be able to bring forth the Mashiach. Now, we're on, or going back to page Vav. So I'm figuring that I'm going to read through this at the very bottom. So it says, I'm talking about reading the TIKUNEI ZOHAR now, with the Pirush. So he said, the drush as a pasuk of maskilim yaskiro. He says, b'shvach Rebbe Shimon v'chaverov. Hamshech Rebbe Shimon the drush as a pasuk zecher besod eser spheres Hatzilus of the Mazimba. Okay, so there's more depth there. So I'm going to read it. There's lots of questions here. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the numbers, since he has different sets of numbers. I'm going to take them one at a time and just not try to do all of the ha'aros, but do everything. So try that. Where it says Zohar Rakia, Dihu Kulil Kol Gobnin, that has within it all of the different colors. Question: what does colors mean? So he's going to say Shuhu Harakia Harom is the Yisod. So this firmament that he's talking about here is the area immediately, let's say, adjacent to Malchus, or like our world. Kol is called Gavner of Zohar Sheyesh. So it has within it that Yisod, which it says like hanging over our head, so to speak. I don't know if hanging is the right word, but it's hovering over our head, so to speak. Kol Gavne HaZohar Sheyesh, so all the different colors. And I'm troubled by this little aleph. I think it's like a sentence reference or something, because I don't see any aleph like that on the page. Maybe you'll find it. Zohar Tamir V'Gonis, the Zohar and the Elam V'Gonis Shuhu HaKeser. What is that Zohar? The Zohar is the Keser. Zohar Bakir B'Shchakim, shines out in the heavens. What's Shchakim? Zohar HaMeir B'Netzach V'Hod. Now, maybe we've seen this before. I don't remember it, that the Shchakim which is a certain level of the heaven, which is, I think, a level of the heaven immediately above the Rakia. Zohar Zohar Hameir Benetzach V'Hod shines into those two spheres, and Nikroim Shchakim, they're called that. Goes along with the idea of legs. Shema Chochma. Now that's this. We're out of time? Okay, then we're out of time. So we'll come back, we'll give it a start again tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem, and it goes deep. Baruch Hashem.